Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. So, today we're going to look at all the cars in the game that can beat Tempest 3 Tier 4. There's only about 15 or 17 cars or something like that that can do it without having to change cars. The problem is, you need to be able to beat the speed traps, you've got to be able to beat the sprint races, and you need to be fast enough to beat the boss. So you need really good acceleration, you need good top speed, and you need a fast car. Not all Tier 4 cars have all three of those things. Actually, most of the Tier 4 cars in this game do not. Tempest 1 and 2, pretty easy. Tempest 3 Tier 4, my god, that is rough. So, this is the 2021 updated version. Alright, as new cars get added to the game, this list may change, but as of 2021, these are the cars that we have tested and tried out and found that actually work. Alright, so the first one is the Tier 4 Ford GT. Really cool car. Now remember, these are going to have to be almost maxed out. So if you can get a Ford GT and you can max this baby out, you should be able to beat Tempest 3 Tier 4 with it. Alright, so let's go move on to the next car. So the Porsche 959 SC, if you can max it out or get it really close, meaning you need all the stage 6 parts and all the fusions, or at least almost all of them. Okay, for most of these cars, it's going to be impossible to beat Tempest 3 Tier 4. If you don't have the majority, you might be able to get away with missing a couple parts, but you need most of the parts in order to make this work. Alright, next. We have the Fast and Furious Mitsubishi Eclipse. You know what? Let me get that microphone out of the way really quickly. There we go. So remember, this was a paid car, guys. Alright, this was a paid car, and it's very hard to get parts for it unless you paid for the parts. But this car can do it if you've got it upgraded enough. Alright, next we have the Jaguar Xesv Project 8. Very cool car, and it looks like this one is capable of beating Tempest. Now, I will say thank you to Max the Gamer. If you're not familiar with Max the Gamer, make sure you guys check out his channel. He does some live streams with me once a week. We have a lot of fun. They're awesome. He's a very helpful dude. And, you know, part of this list was given to me by Max because I was like, hey, Max, I'm too lazy to look all this up. Do you mind giving me your list of all the cars that you have that can beat Tempest 3 Tier 4? Because I'm a lazy dude sometimes. And thank you to Max the Gamer for letting me use this list. Much appreciated. But this car will do it if you get enough parts for it. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Next one. Next we have the Tier 4 Dodge Charger Hellcat. And I hear this can do it with only a couple of stage 6 parts. Sounds like this car can blow right through it, no problem, as long as you have enough fusions and maybe just a couple stage 6, something like that. Don't quote me on that one, but that's what I remember from this car. But this car can definitely do it. This car was given to a lot of us for free, so a lot of us who've been playing for a little while probably already have this car. Now, if you're brand new to the game, unfortunately, you probably don't have it. But let's go ahead and check out the next car, guys. Let's check out the next guy on the list. Alright, we have the Lotus Evora GT 430. Very awesome car. I love this car. Good for so many different things, but this car will get through Tempest 3 Tier 4, no problem, as long as you have enough parts for it. Alright, let's move on to the next one and see what we got. Here we have the beautiful BMW M5 competition. I guess it's really easy to do it with this car. Alright, I think this is the one Max the Gamer says, hey, this is the one I recommend. Super easy to get through Tempest with this guy. So if you got one of these laying around, and a lot of us do, I'm pretty sure we got this as a milestone prize car or whatever, this guy should be an excellent choice. This guy should be an excellent choice for Tempest 3 Tier 4. Next, Max the Gamer just put out a video. He figured out a way to make this happen. It said it took him forever. It was extremely hard, so this is probably not a good choice, but the Audi RS6 Avant, it looks like it's possible. The thing is, you got a 0 to 60 race where you have to do something like a 1.3 something in a 0 to 60 race, and it's almost impossible with this car, but it can be done. Okay, Max was able to make it happen. He's got a video on how to do that, but I wouldn't recommend using this one because it was ridiculously hard. You're gonna have to have it maxed out, and you're gonna have to have it set up exactly the way he has it set up. So, you know, if you got this maxed out and you're trying to beat Tempest, check out Max's video on how to do it with this car. Max has a lot of awesome stuff as far as like tuning for Tempest and how to beat Tempest races and stuff like that. So let's move on to the next one. The Ford Mustang Hpe 750. Alright, if you have this car maxed out, it will beat Tempest 3 Tier 4, no problem. But you do need the majority of the parts. Love this car. Awesome live racing car. Awesome at everything. This was probably the first good Tier 4 car that I ever had. And I'll tell you what, I still love this thing, man. Still love this thing. Alright, let's check out next on the list. So, the Aimgain GT Honda NSX is supposedly able to beat Tempest 3 Tier 4. Alright, you are going to need a lot of parts. It may not be easy to make it through, I'm not sure, but alright, this car is on the list of cars that are supposed to be able to beat Tempest 3 Tier 4 without having to switch your cars. Let's go check out the next guy. Now, we've got the Rocket Bunny RX-7, and maybe once you get all the elite customs upgrades and you max this car out completely with all the stage 6, all the fusions, and all of the elite customs upgrades, maybe this one will do it. I was under the impression that this could not hit the top speed, but maybe it can. Okay, it's on the list. I don't know how some of these older cars perform once you get all of the elite customs upgrades. I know they're much faster with the elite customs upgrades, so I'm guessing that's how this one's able to do it, but you're gonna have to have all the elite custom stuff maxed out, and then I guess it must be capable, but I'm gonna say don't quote me on this one just in case. Okay, just in case, don't quote me on that one. Alright, a Fast and Furious car, the Mitsubishi Lancer Fast and Furious version, is capable of beating Tempest 3 Tier 4 if you got enough parts into it. Again, this was a paid car with paid parts, so not everybody has this laying around, but if you do, hey, it should work. Okay, it should work. Alright, another Fast and Furious car, the Veilside Nissan Fairlady Z Z33. Alright, this one should be able to do it. This one was another paid car with paid parts. So if you got this one laying around and it's maxed out or close to it, yeah, you might be able to get through Tempest 3. All right, might be able to get through Tempest 3 with this guy. All right, let's check out the next car. Now, do not confuse this car with the Boss version. There's a Boss car that looks exactly like this. All right, but it's not any good. You have to have the attack package, the Nissan GTR Nismo R35N attack package. This one is a awesome car at everything. It'll beat Tempest 3 Tier 4 no problem as long as you have enough parts. But if you have the Boss version of this car that looks exactly like it, it will not do the job. It will not do the job. It has to be the attack package version, guys, okay? It's got to be the attack package version. Let's go check the next one. The Tvr Griffith. This is an excellent choice. This is an awesome car. Love this car for everything. So if you've got this guy, you got it pretty much maxed out. It's going to make it through Tempest 3 Tier 4, no problem. Awesome car. Good live racer. Just same thing with this one, the Evora. Just awesome live racing cars. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So we got the Rocket Bunny Fairlady Z33. Didn't already put this one up on the screen? I'm not sure, but supposedly this guy can do it, okay? If you get enough parts, it looks like the Fairlady Z Rocket Bunny version is able to make it through. finally another Fast and Furious car, which is the Bentley BR9 paid car with paid parts, guys. This was a paid car with paid parts. There's one more car that I think is going to be able to do it. I did some testing on it. I was able to make it hit the 0 to 60 time needed once. I would not recommend this one at all, but it might do it. Okay, it might do it. Is the Alfa Romeo Gila GTA M. I was able to hit that. You got to do a 0 to 60 in less than like, it's a 1.3 something. Now I was able to get it under 1.3 once. It took me about 75 tries on the test runs. I don't know how long it took me. I would not recommend this, but it looks like it might be able to do it if you play your cards just right, but it's going to be extremely freaking hard. You do have to have it 100% maxed out. You got to have all the parts installed on this thing to make it hit that time, but it was a nightmare. So I wouldn't go for it. So I think those are the those are all the cars, guys. All right, so as of right now, early 2021, those are the cars that should be able to make it through Tempest 3 Tier 4 without having to change cars. Like I said, most of those things, though, you're going to have your car maxed out or very close to it. All right? If you're missing a couple parts, you'll probably be okay. If you're missing a bunch of parts, it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Now, there are a lot of cars that can do the speed trap. There are a lot of cars that can do the sprint race, and there's a lot of cars that are fast enough to do the boss. Now, if you don't mind changing cars, hey, it's not that bad. But problem is, if you don't want to change cars and waste your gold changing back and forth, these are the only cars that can do it without changing your cars and wasting your gold. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you all later. All right, see ya. Lightning out.